Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a very wise man who held the prestigious position of being the village mayor. He was a respected man, known for his profound wisdom and kind heart. People from all walks of life would seek his counsel, and they valued his views and opinions. They knew that he had a remarkable ability to guide them through life's challenges and dilemmas. However, the wise man had one concern that weighed heavily on his heart: his son. Unlike his father, the young man was carefree and lazy. He squandered his time, spending hours on end sleeping or loitering with his friends. No amount of advice or threats seemed to have any impact on him. He remained unchanged, oblivious to the world's responsibilities and the importance of self-improvement. As the years went by, the wise man grew older, and his thoughts turned to his son's future. He knew he had to do something to ensure that his son would be able to take care of himself and his family when the time came. The wise man pondered deeply and finally arrived at a plan. One day, he called his son to him and said in a firm but caring tone, "My dear son, you are no longer a child. It's time for you to step into the world of adulthood, take on responsibilities, and understand the true essence of life. I want you to discover the real purpose of your existence, hold it close to your heart, and let it guide you to a life filled with happiness and joy." With that, he handed his son a bag filled with essentials. Inside were 4 sets of clothes, each tailored for a different season, along with some raw food, a little money, and a map. "This map leads to a treasure," the wise man explained. "It's hidden in a place marked on the map. Your quest is to find it." The son was intrigued. For the first time, he felt a spark of interest in his father's words. Maybe this adventure was just what he needed to find his purpose in life. The very next day, he set out on an exciting journey that would take him far and wide, crossing borders, venturing through dense forests, climbing steep hills, and scaling huge mountains. As he embarked on his quest, he encountered various experiences that took him in profound ways. Along the way, he met kind-hearted souls who offered him food, shelter, and guidance. Their acts of generosity and compassion opened his eyes to the beauty of humanity and instilled in him a sense of gratitude. Conversely, he also faced challenges. There were those who tried to rob him of his belongings and others who attempted to deceive him. These encounters taught him to be cautious and discerning, adding to his repertoire of life skills. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the young man witnessed the changing landscapes and seasons. During harsh weather conditions, he learned to halt and wait for better days, and when the weather cleared, he would resume his journey with renewed determination. Finally, after a year of relentless pursuit, he arrived at the location indicated on the map, a majestic cliff. The map suggested that the treasure lay under a tree nearby. Excitement surged through him as he searched every inch of the area, hoping to uncover the long-awaited treasure. However, despite his honest efforts, the young man found nothing. Disappointment washed over him, and he couldn't help but feel defeated. Yet, as he turned his gaze away from the empty spot, he noticed something extraordinary: the exciting beauty of the surrounding landscape. The awe-inspiring view of the vast horizon and the magical interplay of colors in the sky filled his heart with wonder and contentment. In that moment of realization, the young man understood the true message of his father's quest. It was not about the physical treasure, it was about the invaluable treasures he had gathered along the way, the friendships he made, the skills he acquired, the kindness he experienced, and the wisdom he gained. As he began his journey back home, he embraced each day with newfound enthusiasm. He marveled at the blooming flowers in spring, danced in the rain during monsoon, and basked in the warmth of the summer sun. When his supplies ran low, he learned to hunt and forage for food, becoming self-reliant and resourceful. Throughout his return journey, he stopped to stay with the people who had once helped him. This time, he repaid their kindness with his own, offering assistance and support. He felt an overwhelming sense of fulfillment in giving back to those who had shown him compassion, understanding that true treasures lay in the bonds of human connection. Finally, after 2 years of an extraordinary expedition, he arrived back home. His father, eager to hear about the journey, greeted him with excitement. "My son, did you find the treasure?" the wise man asked. With a smile, the young man replied, "Father, there was no physical treasure to find, but I found something far more valuable. I discovered the true essence of life, the beauty of the world around us, the goodness of people, and the joy of living each moment to the fullest. The wise man smiled, his eyes filled with pride. "You have indeed understood the purpose of the quest, my son," he said, hugging him warmly. "Life's true treasure lies not in a material prize but in the richness of experiences, the growth of the soul, and the love we share with others." From that day forward, the young man lived his life with a newfound perspective. He cherished each moment, valued every encounter, and savored the wonders of the world. He understood that life's purpose was not a destination to reach but a journey to be lived with enthusiasm and an open heart. And so, my friends, let us remember the tale of the wise man's son, for it carries a timeless truth. As we navigate through the labyrinth of life, let us not be fixated solely on achieving goals, but let us also embrace the journey itself. It is through the experiences we gather, the connections we forge, and the lessons we learn that we find the true treasures that make life worthwhile. May we all live with an inspiring and motivational tone, eager to explore the endless possibilities that life offers and ready to embrace the blessings that come our way. Let the symphony of life play on, and may our hearts dance to its harmonious melody.